Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're exploring the best immersive mods for Cyberpunk 2077. If you're looking to elevate your Night City experience with mods that bring more depth, realism, and interactivity to the game, you're in the right place. Let's jump straight into these incredible mods that truly redefine immersion. Now just a note before we get into it, this is a mix of mods I have featured before with a bunch of mods that I haven't yet featured on any of my videos. So let's get into these mods. Starting with new Lifepath intro, fresh start. This mod adds a fourth Lifepath to the game, blending elements of the Corpo and Nomad backgrounds. Your character starts as an ex-Corpo and ex-Nomad, returning to Night City. The mod introduces a unique intro sequence set before the half-year montage, featuring original scenes at the Orbital Air Terminal. Here, Misty, Jackie, and Vic come to pick V up, creating an engaging new start to your journey. You get a new Lifepath option during character creation, access to both Corpo and Nomad Lifepath dialogue options throughout the game, and it also displays custom save data when you're, loading your game and all that. This mod immerses you in a richer backstory, offering a fresh perspective on Night City and your game. Next, I have Auto Drive, a mod that lets you sit back and enjoy the sights of the city while your car drives itself to your map marker. Whether you're looking for a cinematic experience or just a moment of relaxation, winding down after a mission or anything like that. This mod adds futuristic convenience to your gameplay. There's also some optional files with the mod that you should absolutely download along with it. The traffic compatibility file ensures smooth navigation with increased road activity, so if you use traffic mods, the car will not drive like a maniac. And the passenger seat file. This one lets you actually sit in the passenger seat and oh my god, it's a vibe. Look at this. Look at it! So cool. But let's hop over to another mod. Guns Redone v3.0, a mod that completely overhauls Cyberpunk 2077's weapons. Each weapon class receives unique adjustments, focusing on how the mod author envisioned weapons to be and a more satisfying shooting experience. For instance, shotguns now hit harder with tighter spreads and longer effective range. SMGs feature faster fire rates and improved recoil control, making them perfect for close quarters combat. But this mod is packed with features for your weapons, and there's a ton of details on the mod page if you want to dive deeper. It's an awesome addition that makes every weapon feel fantastic. Next is Pariah, a mod that adds serious consequences to reckless gameplay. It rewards careful observation and penalizes those who play V as a cold-blooded mercenary. Here's how it works. Killing a civilian will cost you 1 street cred if it's witnessed. Executing a downed civilian will cost you 2 street cred levels, and leaving them alive results in no penalty. Penalties stack up quickly, and the mod accounts for self-defense scenarios and stealth tactics. For example, if you use, I believe this is a Phantom Liberty item, the behavioral imprint synced faceplate cyberware, you can disguise yourself to avoid the penalties. And if you keep racking up civilian kills, people in Night City will begin to fear you. Civilians might flee, call the cops, or even attack on sight. And you can atone for your actions through confession booths using the Atone Required mod, but each time you do pay a fee. It's a grim reminder that in Night City, your reputation has a price. There's also some settings that you can adjust with the mod settings, but let's move over to Dark Future Urban Survival Gameplay, a mod that transforms Cyberpunk 2077 into a gritty survival experience. This massive overhaul introduces new mechanics like basic needs, injury, and addiction, adding layers of depth and challenge to the game. The standout feature is Nerve, which tracks your mental state. Stressful situations like combat or quick hacks lower your nerve, affecting your aim, stamina recovery, and even the ability to rest or eat. Let it drop below 0 and you will die. You'll suffer a fatal heart attack. And if my memory doesn't deceive me, Nerve is the only mechanic that can actually kill you. If you have like heaps of hunger or are very tired, your vision gets kind of like blurry and it's harder to play the game, obviously. But also keep in mind, you can adjust every setting of this mod in the mod settings. Additional features that has 3 other basic needs: hydration, nutrition, and energy. Fast travel is disabled by default, encouraging exploration, though it can be re-enabled in the mod settings. Immersive HUD elements and intuitive penalties for unmet needs. Addiction mechanics for substances like alcohol and cigarettes, creating a risk-reward dynamic. Also in Dark Future, taking damage will eventually result in gaining an injury. Each stack of this status inhibits your ability to heal damage using health items. The Health Booster item has been renamed to Trauma Kit, which now cures the injury status on top of its previous effect. Trauma Kits are found and purchased everywhere Health Boosters once were, primarily MedPoint vendors. The injury status can also be configured or disabled in the mod settings. There's a whole lot of additions this mod has, so if it's interesting to you, check out the mod and read more about it on the mod page before you hit download. Dark Future encourages you to interact with the world around you in a way that's both challenging and deeply immersive. Now for something straightforward but fun, Wilson's Range. This mod makes Wilson's gun range at V's H10 apartment complex gun store, Second Amendment, usable anytime. Not just during the shooting competition quest, but yeah, anytime. Simply head to the range, step into the stall, and go ham. Targets will move and you shoot. It also keeps track of your score, and I think I saw somewhere it keeps track of your score based on what weapon you used as well. It's perfect for sharpening your aim or just blowing off some steam. Next is the passenger feature settings, a mod that gives you full control over Johnny Silverhand's car presences. Car appearances. Introduced in the update 2.2, it adds configurable settings to give the player control over how often Johnny spawns, and also the ability to disable various dialogue lines. You can customize how often Johnny spawns from 10% of the time to 100% of the time when you get in your vehicle. You can also mute specific categories of dialogue such as combat remarks or pedestrian commentary, and optionally disable all his lines for a quieter experience. This mod gives you the freedom to tailor Johnny's presence to your preferences. Next up is the Drive Carefully Expanded 2.01, a mod that holds you accountable for collisions. Each time you bump, scratch, or ram another vehicle, the cost of damages is deducted from your bank account. Payments scale with impact severity, typically under $100 for minor bumps, but the mod settings will allow you to adjust damage costs or disable notifications. It's a simple mod that adds immersion and makes you think twice about your reckless driving. Alright, enjoying the list so far? Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more Cyberpunk modding content, and also drop a like to let me know you're enjoying the video. Alright, back to it. Next is the Immersive Cyberpunk City 2.1, a mod that brings more interaction and realism to the bustling streets of Night City. Civilians are no longer just background characters, they're part of the game's ecosystem. The key features are loot clothes, money, and jewelry from civilians, grab, kill, or non-lethally take down, as well as carry NPC bodies for added interaction. Hack civilians, NC hack outlines for the crowd, gain experience from NCPD fights, with officers dropping weapons, items, and even weapon recipes. This mod transforms Night City into a more dynamic and interactive environment where every encounter feels meaningful. Next up is Night City Alive, a fantastic addition that makes Night City feel more vibrant, unpredictable, and, well, alive. Gang members now join traffic in their vehicles. Motorbikes are also a part of the everyday traffic flow. Civilians and NCPD are more reactive to crimes committed by you or the gangs. Gang relationships influence tensions, creating dynamic and chaotic encounters. This mod is perfect for players looking to experience a more active and unpredictable Night City. Next is Sit Anywhere, a simple but highly immersive mod that lets you fully engage with Night City's atmosphere. With this mod, you can sit down almost anywhere, on benches, chairs, couches, and anything that resembles a seat. It's perfect for taking a breather, soaking in the city's vibe, or enjoying the small details that make Night City so captivating. To pair with Sit Anywhere is the Sit Anywhere Immersive FPP Camera 2.0. This mod enhances the first-person camera while you're sitting down to make it feel more natural and immersive. Whether you're relaxing on a bench or taking in the city sights from a couch, this mod elevates the experience with better camera parameters. Together, these mods are a must for anyone who loves to slow down and enjoy the world of Cyberpunk 2077. Adding on to this is the Lean Anywhere mod. This lets you pause and take in the atmosphere by leaning against railings, concrete barriers, or any thin chest-height surface pretty much. It's a small touch that adds a lot of immersion, letting you interact naturally with your surroundings as you admire Night City. And next up is the Idle Anywhere mod. This brings even more This mod brings even more interactivity to Night City. It lets V smoke, drink, or eat while standing idle, adding personality and immersion to those quiet moments. How it works: if you have matching items in your inventory, they'll apply effects like drunk, well-fed, or the one that you get when you drink, like water or soda. But if you don't have the items in your inventory, the actions are purely cosmetic, but still incredibly atmospheric. You use the mod by pressing the sprint button while standing idle. It is a great way to enhance immersion during downtime. But following on from the Idle Anywhere, we have TV Anywhere, which unlocks the ability to watch TV anywhere after completing a short little fetch quest. Now keep in mind, you'll have to have paid off your debt to Vic, but after that, Vic will send you a text for your little quest. And once you complete the quest, you just use the Idle Anywhere button and the TV Anywhere thing will pop up. It literally just integrates straight on with the mod. It's really good. But next up is Responsive NPCs, a mod that makes NPCs more dynamic and reactive to your actions, appearance, and behavior. NPCs will react to nudity, weapons, and driving behavior. For example, carrying a heavy weapon in corpo districts triggers early detection by NCPD. Civilians dodge your car when honked at, and panic driving is more realistic. Gang and NCPD reactions vary based on your clothing and the vehicle you're in. But yes, if you decide to walk around in your birthday suit, you will get people reacting or even walking the complete opposite direction from you. With customizable settings, this mod is a great way to add immersion to the game. Next is Bobblehead Everywhere, a cool and fun little mod that adds bobbleheads to all of these vehicles, choosing from over 15 designs ranging from quirky to iconic, and the mod places them dynamically on each of your dashboards. This mod adds a touch of personality to your drives, making your vehicle feel more like your own. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of bobbleheads. I'm sure I've showed a photo of them, but you've got Peter Griffin, Hula Girl, Trauma Team, Doge, there's a lot, and it's really cool. But now I have Nova City Addons, a mod that boosts Night City's traffic and population density for a more bustling, vibrant world. It makes traffic and pedestrians, like if you're set on the highest, freaking insane. Like, look at this. That's a lot of traffics, man. That's so much. I don't know if this is actually how it works, but I've found if you turn down your density to medium, it's a lot more manageable. I'm just not sure if that's still using the mod or not. But that's my thought process. I think that's facts. But next, I have the revised backpack. Reminiscent of Skyrim's Sky UI mod, it introduces a sleek custom backpack screen with advanced sorting, filtering, and 3D item previews. You have convenient item categories like weapons, clothes, consumables, and etc., as well as custom sorting options and filtering tools. But this mod streamlines inventory management, letting you focus on the action. And everyone loves Sky UI, and this mod is Cyber UI. I don't know. It looks really cool anyway. Also, it doesn't replace your backpack. It just adds a secondary option, which I thought was great. Next is more weapon filters to add to your inventory stuffs. A simple but effective mod that adds 4 new weapon filters to your inventory menu: handgun, automatic, long range, and shotgun. This makes it easier to locate specific weapons quickly, whether you're equipping gear or sorting your backpack. Next is the Metro Pocket Guide mod, your ultimate companion for navigating Night City's NCART metro system. This mod allows you to select the metro station that you're at and the one that you want to go to, and it guides you precisely through the journey, telling you what station you'll want to hop off at. It has a navigation widget for tracking your route on the top left, I do believe. It's a small addition that makes using the metro more immersive and enjoyable. And I've seen it recommended a bunch of times, even in my own comments. So yeah, it's gotta be good. Chat says so. Next is the Car Modification Shop Archive XL preset, which enhances the Car Modification Shop mod by replacing the empty lot with a cool designed car shop. Now, there was one like this that I featured in a video a little while ago, which was a AMM preset. A lot of the AMM presets, one, you've got to spawn them in once, and you know, it's not just download and then blah, blah, blah. And two, I hear a lot of people have performance issues when using AMM presets. This is not an AMM preset. That's what the Archive XL is. If you've ever used the Car Modification Shop mod, this is literally just a better version of it. But the normal Car Modification Shop mod is quite nice on its own, of course. This just makes it look pretty. Next is Realistic Map, a visual overhaul mod that replaces Cyberpunk 2077's default map with a stunning high-resolution render of the actual game map. Available in multiple resolutions, 4K, 8K, 16K, and even 32K for those who want maximum detail. Although I wouldn't recommend 32K, it does take a little more than instant to load. I'm just using the 4K version, so if you really wanted to, you could go up to 16K, but I think 4K is perfect for most people. It also provides a cleaner, more immersive map design, making navigation in Night City more visually appealing. It's a simple but impactful upgrade for anyone who wants a polished, realistic map. And it looks freaking great. Moving over to more smart frames in V's apartments, a mod that enhances all of V's living spaces by adding new smart frames to the interiors. It makes your living spaces feel truly personalized. If you don't know what the smart frames are, they were added in the recent update for Cyberpunk, where you can put your own photos you've taken and hang them on your walls essentially. But you'll likely know that by now, so hopping over to the next mod. Now I have Real Vendor Names, a mod that makes shopping in Night City way more immersive by replacing the generic vendor labels, gun shops, and even bars on the map with the actual names. And yes, it does work perfectly with zero issues with the Realistic Map mod. I just don't believe I had the footage of me using them both together. This small tweak eliminates the guesswork and makes navigating Night City's vendors much smoother. This is absolutely a must-have at this point. I can never play without this mod, and it's probably more important than the next mod, which is Immersive Timeskip, a mod that enhances the time-skipping mechanic in Cyberpunk 2077 by making it more engaging and visually immersive. Whether you're waiting for the perfect moment or just enjoying the seamless passage of time, this mod adds an immersive touch to time-skipping. Not super immersive, because who can stand there like while time for so long? Schmantics. The next mod, Immersive First Person, a game changer of how you experience Cyberpunk 2077. This adds a massively better first-person camera. Here's the before, and here's the after. Night and day. Much better. As you can see, your torso is now visible, letting you enjoy your outfits and gear. The camera is just way better. The mod also introduces a free look, allowing you to rotate the camera without moving your body. This makes exploration, scanning, and interacting with the environment feel more natural, although I don't really use it myself. But I've seen it used on like Cyberpunk clips and it looks smooth as heck. The mod adds so much immersion and it's a must try. Now I have Immersive Bartenders, Dogtown, a mod that brings more life to the bartenders you encounter in Dogtown. It adds animated drink interactions to bartenders at the stadium, Heavy Hearts Club, and the Moth Bar. Drinks cost eddies and provide the same effect as in-game consumables like getting drunk or energized, but it allows you to walk up to the vendor or the barman person and just drink on the spot instead of going to this inventory menu and then not having an animation for your drink, which stupid, sucks, I mean. But yeah, much cool. This small addition makes visiting Dogtown's bars a more immersive experience. Continuing with the theme of immersive interactions, Immersive Food Vendors, Dogtown, lets you enjoy animated eating experiences at local food vendors. Adds animations for food items like sandwiches, burgers, sushi, fruit, pudding, and hot dogs. Essentially the same thing with the bar, but for food vendors now. This mod transforms grabbing a bite into a fun, interactive moment, making Dogtown feel even more immersive. Next, I have Immersive Rippers, Dogtown, a mod that makes visiting the Ripper docks in Dogtown that little bit more immersive. It allows you to sit in the Ripper docks chair while getting cyberware installed or upgraded. It's a subtle change, but it adds a lot of personality to these visits, making them feel more authentic. Next up is NCI Add-on Badlands and Pacifica, an expansion for Night City interactions that introduces drinking spots outside the main city districts, where you can drink alone if you're me and for some reason no one wanted to drink with you. Or if you have built up a good enough relationship with the NPCs, you can drink with a friend. Where you can drink the Nomad Camp 1, Nomad Camp 2, and the Sunset Motel. With companion interactions available for Judy, Panam, River, and Carrie, this mod brings a nice little immersion tweak to the Badlands. Now there are NCI add-ons for the rest of the city, like Watson, Haywood, Westbrook, and Santo Domingo. And they will all be linked below, so don't worry. I'm fairly sure it's just the Dogtown one that isn't yet completed, so that will be coming soon. Probably, I'm sure. And next up, I have Dynamic NPC Items, a mod that enhances immersion by giving NPCs more handheld items, making the streets of Night City feel more alive. NPCs can carry items like phones, tablets, drinks, cigarettes, and bags. During rain, more NPCs hold umbrellas for added realism, and you can customize item types and their frequency via the mod settings. It's a small change that adds a ton of personality to Night City's population. After that is Dynamic Graffiti, a cool little mod that adds variety to the urban environment by randomizing graffiti colors each time you load the game. This tweak surprisingly keeps Night City's visuals fresh and exciting, no matter how many times you play. And finally, I've got Dynamic Cherry Blossoms, a serene counterpart to Dynamic Graffiti. This mod randomizes the color of the holographic cherry blossoms each time you load the game. It applies to all cherry blossoms in the game. It offers static color presets through the mod settings if you prefer consistency. It is a small change, but a beautiful addition that brings new life to one of Night City's iconic little visuals. And there you have it, 37 or so of the best immersive mods for Cyberpunk 2077. These mods will undoubtedly transform your gameplay and make Night City feel more alive and personal. All these mods work extremely well together. I've had zero issues with them. One mod that I didn't have on the list was Enhanced Vehicle System, which is an incredible mod. Only didn't have it added because I think there's still a bit of overlap with the Auto Drive mod, but this is obviously a great immersive addition as well. But if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more modding content. Let me know in the comments which mod you think is best or your favorite. And if you have any other immersive mods to recommend, let me know. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, goodbye.